All right, good day everyone. So today we are going to discuss our lesson 2 entitled External Environment. Okay, there are two factors, no, in analyzing any business or any organization. So first is external and second is internal. So for today's topic, here are the contents that we are going to discuss. We will be focusing on external environment, no? And we are going to discuss this topic, these tools that they are using in measuring this external environment or external factors. Okay, so let's proceed with the first topic. So, Pestel analysis. So, it is also called external environment factors. Okay. So when we say Pestel, it is an acronym for a tool used to identify the macro or external forces facing an organization. So it is including political, economical, social, technological, legal, and environmental. Okay? So Pestel analysis is used to identify threats and weaknesses which are used in SWOT analysis. So you already familiar with the SWOT analysis, which you already discussed in your former subjects, no, or in your former years. Okay. So let's discuss this in detail. So here in political factors, it is defined as the governance system of a country or in location or any local area of the business. So it includes yung laws, yung rules, regulations that governs business practices, no? As well as yung permits, yan. Approvals, licenses, necessary to operate the business. So specifically, it regulates the use of natural resources, the disposal of waste, taxation of income, kasama dyan, no? The importation of goods and service, no? Accounting and reporting of business financial statement, yan, kasama dyan. Public and private education, health program, use of public funds, and such concerns. No? So, let's proceed with another factors, economic factors. Okay, so it's more on supply and demand forces, no, that drives the macroeconomic environment. So these are the same factors that drive the interest and foreign exchange rates, no, yung nagpa-fluctuate, yung mga interest rates yan kasama dyan, no. So in any country, the income level of the purchasing power of its people as well as competitiveness, no, of its industries and enterprise are source of opportunities. So here in economic factors, kasama dyan yung mga unemployment rate, employment, no, yung foreign exchange rates, yan, inflation, labor costs, yan, kasama dyan sa economic factors. Okay, so just want to give you an example with this, no, economic factors. Kunyari, there was a very fast-growing demand for housing, may lead to overbuilding of houses. So before, no, in order for you to establish building, it takes years, no? And because of technology, napakadali na, no? Magtayo ng mga bahay. In an instant, you can build a house. Now, usually government, may mga projects sila, di ba? May mga pabahay, ganyan. It is a threat sa mga housing companies or house financing companies, no? Para sa kanila, it's a threat kasi instead of having this market, syempre, yung mga market nila, they choose to go doon sa mga pabahay kasi mas lower yung rates, no? Mas mababa yung cost. So, it's a threat for them. So that is one of the example of economic factors. Now, let's proceed with social factors. No? So, socio-cultural environment includes the demographic and cultural dimension that governs the relevant entrepreneurial endeavor. So, it refers to the impact of societal and cultural factors on an organization. So, it includes yung mga demographic trends. Now, when we say demographic, it includes yung age, gender, race, family size, no? Customer attitudes. So, yung tsaka yung beliefs, yung lifestyle changes, no? Any social, cultural changes, ethnic, religious trends, yan. Kasama dyan sa social factors. So, isang example, no, yung consumer preference toward yung healthier food. Okay? So, before, no, wala silang pakialam ng kapag kakainin nila yung any food, no? Pero ngayon, after the pandemic, people are more conscious with regard to their health, no? Kasi yung mga natamaan ng pandemic before, yung mga, let's say, obese, no? Yung mga obese talaga, medyo mahirap for them to recover kapag mga natamaan ng COVID. And after that, no, naging dilemma yan sa mga tao na they want to become healthier than before. Kaya they come up with um buying, when they buy something or when they buy their food, no, they are more on healthier. Okay? So, ayan yung mga social factors. Okay. So, next is technological factors. So, technological factors, okay, refer to the impact, okay, of technology in an organization. So it includes factors such as automation, innovation, and the rate of technological change. So one of the example of that is the emergence of e-commerce, no? So it changed the way the customer shop, no? Before, people are more into a physical store or what we call a brick and mortar, no? That is the traditional way of buying their goods. And now, based on research, no, 90% of the sales ng mga organization is coming from their e-commerce. So they can sell the product online in any platform, no? May mga social medias. Yan. So, malaking factors din itong technological factors. Now, let's proceed with the legal factors. When we say legal factor, it refers to the impact of laws and regulation on an organization. So, it includes the employment laws, health and safety regulations, no? And consumer protection law, yan, mga kasama dyan, no? Example niyan, yung mga data privacy law, no, that impact the way organization collect and use customer data. So usually sa mga telecom, no, yung privacy law, they cannot disseminate yung mga details na binibigay ng mga kanilang mga customers. So yan, kasama dyan yung mga legal factors. Okay? So in an organization, yan, kasama dyan yung mga equal opportunities, advertising standards, yan, consumer rights and law, alright? And product labeling kasama, no? Yung how are you going to label and product safety ng mga pinoproduce mong foods, no? So, the difference between political factors and the legal factors is yung political factors are led by government policies, no? And when we say legal factors naman, ito yung mga legal factors that must be complied, no, ng mga organizations. Yan. So medyo more on focus, specific yung legal factors pagdating sa doing the business. Okay? So yan ang so next factor is the environmental factors. So these factors refer to the impact of environment on an organization. So it includes yung mga climate change, natural disasters, Okay? Yung sustainability concern. So, example nito yung organization that are heavily reliant, no, on natural resources may face supply chain disruption due to climate change. Ano ba yung mga example niyan? Yung mga um, company na nagpo-produce ng mga, sabihin natin, mga batteries yan. Kailangan nila naman. Di ba minsan may mga lithium na ginagamit na kinukuha sa mga natural resources. Ayan yung impact ng environmental kapag nagka-climate change na ubusan na ng gano'n sa natural resources. It's hard for them to find another suppliers that they produce yung natural resources na yun. So, meron yung example, no, isang bansa, sobrang yaman nila dati and then they are producing lithium, no? So, yung nawala na yung lithium sa lugar nila, wala na silang um wala na silang maibentang lithium. Dati, no, nag-export sila ngayon, nag-i-import na sila ng lithium. Okay? Kasi naubusan. Okay? Natural resources. Kasama dyan. So, that's it. That's it for the Pestel analysis. So, we have another tool, no, na ginagamit in evaluating external factors or in external environment. So, this is what we call Porter's 5 forces or industry analysis. Okay? So, these 5 forces is developed by Michael Porter's, no? He was a business professor in Harvard University. No, he come up with this model. So it is a critical element of strategic analysis. No, it helps company decide how to shape the balance of competitive forces to maximize profitability. So ito yung 5 forces. So we have threat of new entrants, bargaining power of suppliers, okay, bargaining power of buyers or consumer, no? Threat of substitute, and the last is competitive rivalry. Okay, so let's discuss this in detail. Let's proceed first with the threat of new entrants. Okay, so when an industry start becoming profitable, it will entice new entrants, no? And if the barriers to entry are low, new entrants can easily capture market share and threaten profitability. So new entrants, undercut. So I would like to give you an example for this. No, katulad yung Apple company. Okay? So they are more on producing cell phones. You know, we are all know that they produce a quality cell phones. Now, as they continue to gain an income, no, they want to venture out another business, no. Nakita nila yung barriers to entry pagdating sa iPad. So they have searched na wala pang ganun ka sikat na earphones naman, no, which is connected minsan sa cellphone, no. Pagdating sa earphones, walang ganun kasikat pagdating sa quality. And nakita nila yung barriers to entry are very low, no? So, they make it as an opportunity to grab the opportunity, no, na pumasok doon sa business na yun. That's why they produce another business, yung iPad naman tinawag, no. So, it's more on music naman. So, ganun, no. Sa lahat ng businesses, kapag ang barriers to entry ay low, possible na makuha yun ng isang organization kapag hindi nila nakita to. That's why it is very important din, no, pinag-aaralan tong threats of a new entrance. Okay? So, usually, pag bago ka, no, sa isang industriya, you are making it, you are producing, or you are launching, your product in a lower price or a cheaper price compared doon sa mga nasa market na para at least makilala ka. Tapos kapag kumita ka na, medyo it's high time for you to, or pag nakilala ka na, it's high time for you to make additional markup dun sa iyong product, no? And these are the questions that you can use, no, guidelines in doing this new entrance, no, of threats of new entrance. So here are the questions we have here. Five questions. So how expensive would it be? No, how long would it take to a new competitor or startup to enter your market? Okay? So dapat kunyari ang product mo sabihin natin pain reliever. Okay? So you need to analyze, no? How long kunyari mga competitor mo may bagong gustong mag-compete sa iyo. Okay? Sa tingin mo ganun na lang sila makakapasok. Kunyari sikat ka na sa pagpo-produce ng product na 'yon, no? So i-analyze mo how long would it take for a competitor or startup to enter your market? Is there a strong customer loyalty in your industry? Yan. Would it be difficult for a new competitor to customer away from your products or services? No? Are there any additional barriers to entry a new player? Okay? So usually ito yung mga regulation, intellectual property, access to distribution channels, etc. So what's your industry structure like? No? How strictly it is to regulate? No? Is your key technology protected? Yan yung mga question that will help you analyze, no, this threat of new entrants. So second is bargaining power of suppliers. Okay, so suppliers offer their industry the needed inputs to operate. So, ayan, when a bargaining power of supplier is high, there's a strong chance of your supplier could set higher price for those inputs. Usually, ito yung mga suppliers, no? Kapag yung suppliers na yun is madalang yung competitors niya, kunyari, siya lang nagpo-produce ng ganun doon sa area or doon sa country na yun, possible na yung power niya to increase yung high, walang magagawa, no, yung mga bumibili sa kanya kasi kailangan nila yung power na yun in order for them to produce yung product. Example tayo, kunyari yung mga shrimp, no, ang product mo. Syempre, doon sa kung yung supplier na yun doon sa lugar mo, mahirap maghanap ng shrimp. Syempre, anytime pwede niya itaas yung price, ikaw as a company na nagpo-produce ng product na kailangan mo yung shrimp, no? So, wala kang choice kundi bumili sa kanya. So, ibig sabihin, may power yung suppliers kasi nga, monopolize niya yung lugar. If you have a number of supplier to choose from, the bargaining power is likely low. No? So you will not have the problem switching supplier if needed. Ngayon, kung marami namang competitors yon, kunyari, yung kailangan mo ng sabihin natin yung nagpo-produce ng floor, no? So maraming suppliers, no, kung na pwede doon. So yung mangyayari niyan, bababaan mo yung prices mo para at least maka-compete ka with other suppliers. Okay? So, yan yung bargaining power of suppliers. So, I also have here questions that you can use, no, so to analyze this analysis, no? Who are your key suppliers? How many competent suppliers does your company have to choose from? How many alternative supplier you can find? No? How difficult or expensive would it be to change your suppliers? Ayan. Tapos ito yung pangatlo, no, bargaining powers of buyers naman. No? Sabi dito sa 5 forces model, buyers are your customers. At the expense of industry profitable, strong buyer power can lower prices. No? So, pit rival against each other and demand higher quality or service. Ayan. The power of customer is higher when they are few in numbers and have many sellers to choose from. So beyond this, a large portion of seller revenue is determined by a handful of buyers. So ito naman, sabihin natin, maraming seller sa paligid mo. So balik tayo doon sa example natin kanina, yung floor. Maraming nag-produce ng floor. So maraming company or maraming enterprise nag-produce ng floor. So ibig sabihin, pwede kang bargain, no, as a buyers. Kunyari, dito sa ganito lang kuha ko eh. Sabihin natin yung floor, 10 pesos mong binibigay sa'yo. Eh dito sa ano, ganito lang yung bigay sa akin. Siyempre ikaw, as a seller, ibababa mo rin yung price mo para makabenta ka. So, ang mindset mo is, kahit konti, at least, kumita ka pa rin kahit konti, kaysa wala. No? Kasi nga, yung power ng buyer is very high. Okay? So, we have here questions then to consider, no, in analyzing the bargaining power of buyers. So, how many potential buyers are in your industry compared to the number of sellers? No, does a handful of buyers make up the majority of your revenue? What is the size of the orders you receive? Okay, how easy it would be for your buyer to switch from one seller to another? Yan. So, this is the fourth forces, no? The threat of substitute products or services. Okay? If a buyer can satisfy their needs with a different product or service from an alternative industry, that will put a lid on how high your industry can set its price. So, the more attractive substitute, the firmer the lead of industry profits. Ito naman yung sabihin natin yung lawyer customer mo, nakahanap ng isang lagi bumibili sa'yo, tapos nakahanap ng isang product na same din yung purpose. Pero, mas convenient o sabihin natin mas mababa. Yan. So, unang nangyayari, pwede niya maging substitute yung product na yun. Nagkakaroon ng threat, no, of substitute the product. So, one example is yung dati, kunyari, yung company na nagpo-produce ng walis, tambo, no? So, yung walis tambo na yon, 'di ba? Ang target market niya yung mga lahat ng bahay na syempre maglilinis. So, yon. And because of technology, no, anong nangyari? May na-produce na bagong technology ngayon. Alam niyo yung bilog na gadget ngayon na ilalagay mo na sa floor tapos umiikot-ikot siya. Binawalis na niya yung buong sala nyo or buong bahay nyo, okay? Without any doing an effort. So, ipi-play mo lang siya. So, yun yung tinatawag na threat of substitute. So, same purpose, no? So, usually, yung price medyo tataas lang, at least convenient para sa customers yun. So, magiging threat yun sa mga company na nagpo-produce ng walis tambo. Okay? So, may substitute na yung product niya or yung service na pinoproduce. Okay? So, here are the questions. So, how many substitute the product service are in your industry? How similar are these product service from the functional standpoint? So, what differentiate your product service from those substitute? Okay? Are those product or service affordable? Yan. What is the buyer's cost or switching to a substitute product? It is low or higher cost? Yan. Are you able to offer a new product or service that can become a substitute for a market leader? If so, what is it? Okay? Let's proceed with the last forces. No? Okay, so it is a competitive rivalry. So, competitive intensity is the highest when your buyer have plenty of alternatives. No? There is a little service or product differentiation between rivals, and when industry growth is slowing, if the buyer can choose from a fair number of competitors, the buyer can start bidding wars and reduce profits. Yan na, no? Kapag marami kang rivals. Sabihin natin, yung mga dishwashing, no? Ang dami nang lumabas dyan, mga same dishwashing. So, nagkakaiba lang minsan sa mga variant nila. Yung iba may mga lemon, yung iba may mga calamansi flavor, ganyan. So, iba-iba. So, mas marami ng competitive. Okay? Mas marami ka ng kalaban sa industry. Okay? So, ayan. Ibig sabihin, yung market mo nahahati, no? Dati, sa'yo bumibili, tapos nagsilabasan yung mga competitors mo, nahahati yung market. Okay? So, here are the questions, no? So, what is the number of competitors in your industry? Okay? Who is your biggest competition? What makes your product or service different from your rivals? Okay. Are there any barriers that would prevent your customer from switching providers? If so, what are they? Okay. Is your industry shrinking or growing? Yan. So I want to give you an example no, of 5 forces ni Porter. So, ito si Argento, it is existing na siya, no? Existing apparel company. So, papasok siya sa athletic shoes and clothing market. So, this will be his competitive rivalry, no? Several large establishment companies already occupy the athletic apparel, no? They have a big budgets and a lots of resources to maintain their shares of market. So Argento products are not yet patented. So yun yung problema nila, no? So these companies and other would potentially copy them. Okay? So ibig sabihin, Argento rate their competitive rivalry as high. Okay? Now, yung threats of their new entrance. So, entering athletic apparel market requires a large investment for production, advertising, and branding. However, existing large apparel companies would decide to enter the athletic market. So, yung threats ng new entrance nila is medium to low. Okay? Ibig sabihin, hindi basta-basta, no? Kailangan talaga ng yung mga bagong gustong lumaban sa kanila, kailangan ng large investment, no? Kaya hindi ganun kataas yung threats of new entrants kung may papasok man bagong kakalabanin sila. So, they rate it as medium to low. Okay. So, next is threat of substitute product. So, while companies could copy Argento's unpatented, ayan, no? The demand for athletic wear is high and continue to grow. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, yung threat of substitute, they rate it as low. Kasi, alright. Kasi, marami na ngayon, ibig sabihin, marami na ngayon is more on conscious pagdating sa health, no? So, kaya anong nangyayari, nag-exercise sila, they go jogging, trekking, and yung mga apparel company is lalong lumalakas. Okay? Kaya hindi para sa company ng Argento na to, yung threat of substitute, isa-substitute yung product, identify nilang low. Kasi marami namang, in demand naman yung apparel or clothing industry. Ito yung bargaining power buyers. So, Argento buyers include both end user and wholesaler. So, wholesale customer have enough bargaining power to substitute Argento product with those lower price competitors. So, end user, however, are loyal to Argento's brand. So, ibig sabihin, itong Argento, they already have their loyal customers. So, ni-rate nila yung bargaining powers of buyers as medium. Okay. The last, bargaining power of suppliers. So, athletic apparel industry has a large and varied suppliers base. So, further, Argento has many options because it's manufacture its products using different companies in a multiple countries. So, ibig sabihin, the bargaining power of supplier for them is low. Okay, so yan yung example ng 5 forces. So, you can also apply this in your enterprise, no, in any organizations, no, you have to analyze these factors, external factors. So let's proceed with the third topic. So industry life cycle and its implication. Okay. So what is industry life cycle? So it usually goes like this, no? All industry or any organization starts with the introduction, of course. So from introduction, they will grow, okay? They will mature, and then they will decline, okay? So let's discuss what is industry life cycle. So it refers to the evolution of an industry or business through 4 stages based on the business characteristic commonly displayed in each phase. No? So katulad nung kanina, no? Sabi dito, understanding the different stages of life cycle helps the business in making an efficient decision at each stage by identifying the opportunities and trends. Okay. Furthermore, it helps the business take entry, exit, or re-entry strategies. So it resembles an economic cycle and similar to the stage of the economic cycle. Okay. So it is difficult to predict the duration of each stage. So in strategic management, napakahalaga in an industry to identify na kung nasaan na sila dito sa cycle. No? Kasi sabihin natin from introduction. So from introduction, of course, as a strategic management of the mga management, they need to stabilize or make a strategy in order to introduce yung product nila sa market. Okay? Now, kapag nagsisales na sila, papunta na sila sa growth, no? Another strategy na naman ang gagawin nila yan. So, ibig sabihin, yung strategy mo from introduction is different from strategy when you are in the growth stage. Okay? And all products or all services, no, na pinoproduce ng every organization, nagmamature yan. Ibig sabihin, you are not staying at the top. Lagi yang nagiging outdated, no? Kapag hindi ka nag-update, marireach mo yung maturity, tapos ang mangyayari, magde-decline ka. Okay? So lahat naman ng organization ganyan, no, nare-reach yung decline. Kaya yung mga ginagawa kunyari, napunta ka na rito, na-identify mo yung product mo is nandito na pa-decline na, yung palaos na. Okay? So companies is continue to innovate, no? Continue to improve their product. Okay? To make another strategy para hindi nila ma-reach yung pinakababa. Okay? So usually kapag gumawa na naman sila ng strategy, usually tumataas na naman yung sales nila, another strategy. So, it is very important, no, for an organization to identify nasaan sila ng cycle para at least magiging focus sila in doing their strategy. Okay? So, competitive intelligence and market trends. Okay, so let's identify what is competitive intelligence. It is the process of collecting and analyzing information about your competition to gain, all right, an advantage in the industry. Okay, there are two types of competitive intelligence, tactical and strategic. All right, so when we say strategic, it is help companies act on a long-term challenge, no, such as technological change, marketplace, and environmental shocks. When we say tactical, competitive intelligence, short-term process. No, it contributes to the decision about the issue that can be measured on a quarterly report, such as increasing profit or protecting market share. So that's the difference na, no? When we say strategic, long-term, tactical, short-term. Okay? So let's now proceed to the fifth topic, no? Scenario planning and future analysis or forecasting. Okay? So why this is important? So when we say scenario planning and forecasting, it is essential, no, in anticipating and preparing the future market trends. So sabi dito, they can help enhance your market awareness and understanding by identifying key factors that influence the market, improve your decision making, okay, by evaluating and comparing different possibilities, increase your market agility and resilience by adapting to changing condition. So it creates value and competitive advantage by seeing opportunities and mitigating risks. No, to discuss with, this is the difference, no, ng forecasting versus scenario planning. Okay, pagdating sa purpose, when we say forecasting, yung prediction of the future is based on a historical information. Kunyari, you are going to forecast today, no? So yung gagawin niyang forecast ng planning niya, okay, ng strategic niya, is magbe-base siya doon sa mga future datas nila. Sample tayo, sa inventory, no? So, magpo-forecast yung manager ng mga kakailanganin niya in the next month. Okay? So, nagbe-base siya doon sa previous data niya. Kunyari, last August, okay? Ang inventory niyang naubos is nasa 700. August, September, pagdating ng September, okay, naubos niya is nasa 900. Okay? So, pag magfo-forecast siya ng inventory o orderin niya, kunyari makukulangan na sila ng inventory sa store na to. Okay? Magpo-produce siya pagdating September, October, no? Ifo-forecast niya na dito kasi medyo sabihin natin yung company na to is malapit sa cemetery. Pagdating ng November, 'di ba, yun yung magiging seasonal celebration, yung All Saints Day. Okay, ibig sabihin, they are expecting more client, no? Example lang, no? Kunyari Jollibee malapit sa cemetery. So ibig sabihin, they are expecting more sales by the coming of November kasi nga because of the seasonal trends. So from the previous experience, no? So 700 to 900 yung sales nila before. So mag-expect siya na mas mataas doon. Okay? So tataasan niya, sabihin natin 1,000 na yung inventory na ipoproduce niya. Okay? So ganun lang yung forecasting. Magbe-base siya sa past historical information. Okay? When we say scenario planning, ito naman, base sila ng mga strategic plan nila based doon sa mga scenario na pwedeng mangyari, no? Doon sa mga risks and uncertainties. Okay, kung sabihin natin today, may nakikita silang uncertainties or risks in the future. From these uncertainties, okay, gagawa sila ng mga scenario A, possible na mangyari. So, plan A, plan B, tas plan C. Okay, ayun yung scenario. They are making their plan according to the scenarios na nakikita nila doon sa paparating na risks and uncertainties. Okay, nakaka-produce sila ng plan. Okay? So, yan yung difference. So, I have here also yung other difference, no, ng forecasting tsaka scenario. Ito, yung forecasting is more on quantitative analysis, no? Based sa mga data in the past. So, yung scenario based on the qualitative, no? Based on facts and so forth. So, I will be sending this file to you so that you will also be guided, no? So, proceed tayo. Competitor analysis and benchmarking, which is our 6th topic. Sige. So let's identify benchmarking and competitive analysis are complementary tools that can be used together to improve business performance and competitiveness. No? Both competitive benchmarking and competitive analysis are valuable tools in understanding and responding the competitive landscape. So ito yung difference nila, no? Benchmarking focus on performance comparison and goals, while on the other hand, competitive analysis provides more comprehensive view of the competition and their strategies. Now, to differentiate, when we say competitive benchmarking, yan, prepares your performance to particular rivals or industry norms. So, it identifies areas of strength and weakness by analyzing key performance metrics, helps set performance goals and target based on industry benchmark. Insight on how your brand stacks up against competitors in terms of market share, customer happiness, price, and other important factors. Also involves quantitative analysis and data-driven comparison. So on the other hand, competitive analysis involves more in-depth assessment of rival strategy, strength, weakness, and market positioning. So it explore competitors' product, marketing tactics, target audience, and price strategies. It also aims to uncover opportunities and threats in the competitive landscape It provides insight for differentiation and strategic decision-making. It also involves combination of quantitative and qualitative analysis. So here is our last topic na, topic 7, tools to analyze external environment. No, we have EFE and CPM. Okay, so let's discuss this in detail. So when we say EFE, it is external factor evaluators. No, it is an analytical technique related to SWOT analysis. Mamaya di-discuss ko. No? So EFE is an acronym for external factor evaluators. So it is also called EFE matrix, no? So it evaluates external position of the organization and its strategic intent. Now, how are you going to do this? So, ganito yan. First is, I have here an example, no? First is, you need to do your external analyzation for the business. Usually, yan mga diniscuss natin kanina, yung mga Pestel, yung mga 5 forces, i-analyze mo muna yan. So, after analyzing these external factors, no, i-summarize mo yung opportunities and threats sa makukuha mong analyzation doon sa Pestel, tsaka sa mga 5 forces, yan. Identify mo yung opportunities and threats. Now, yung weight, okay, you need to weigh. Usually, ito, nagbe-brainstorm yung mga group, yung mga CEOs, mga stockholders, okay, management. How are they going to rate yung mga opportunities na nakuha nila? Okay? So, usually, ito yung rate. Balikan natin yung kanina. To assign the weight, no, i-rate mo from 0 to 1. Okay? Ibig sabihin, pag 1, most important yun. Opportunities. So, ibig sabihin dito, greater weight should be given to those factors which have greater influence in the organization performance. Tapos, dapat ang sum of all weights must be equal. So, balikan natin yung sample kanina, no? Ito, kung titingnan nyo to, from opportunities tsaka threat, yung pinaka-sum nila is equal to 1. Yan, dyan nakuha yung way. So, ibig sabihin, kukompute nila yan, dapat equal to 1. I-weigh nila yon from 0 to 1, yung bawat opportunities sa threats na nakuha nila. Okay? Now, pagdating naman sa rating, ito, i-rate din nila. Ito, magre-rate sila 1 to 4. Okay? Sa threats saka opportunities. No? Ibig sabihin, yung 1 is is the lowest or weakness. Tapos yung 4, ayan yung pinaka-strength. Okay? Now, pag ni-rate nila, balik na tayo dito sa example. Kunyari itong increasing college population. So, ni-rate nila ng 4. Okay? So, ita-times nila yung nakuha nilang weight sa 4, sa kanila makukuha yung weighted score. Okay? Pag nakuha nila yung weighted score, i-compute nila yung overall, i-sum up lang nila yung, so kaya nila nakuha yung 3.2. From this, they could analyze, no? Makikita na nila rito yung pinaka-threats nila. Kunyari dito, no? 0.36. So, ibig sabihin, yung equipment innovation, yung pinaka-threats nila. So, doon sila magpo-focus in creating a new strategy for the management. So, same thing with these opportunities. Kunyari, makita nila, mayroon silang malaking opportunities when it comes to increasing college student population. So, they need to come up with a good strategy out of this matrix. Okay? So, ito yung in-explain ko sa inyo kanina, no? Related siya sa SWOT analysis kasi itong SWOT analysis, ano yan, strength, weakness, opportunities, tsaka threats. So, pagdating sa external, more on opportunities and threats. Okay? Pero pagdating sa internal, ito another example, no? So, same thing din yan. Na-identify niya mga opportunities, winay niya, ni-rate niya, tinimes niya doon. Tapos, ang pinaka-total niyan should be 1 yung weight, tapos 3.19. Okay. Ito yung internal. So, ito yung internal factor, ito yung topic natin next next week, no? So, ang pinagkaiba niyan is yung kanina opportunities and strength, yung strength tsaka weakness, more on internal naman. So, IFE naman siya. Internal factors, evaluation. Okay? So, let's proceed with the CPM or competitive profile matrix. So, it starts with competitive profile matrix is a powerful strategic analysis tool. No, it allows business owners, stockholders, or other interest parties to see the strength and weakness of all major competitors, no, in an industry or a single page. Okay, this help visualize and communicate competitive landscape. So, ang pinagkaiba naman nito, no, wini-weigh niya yung mga competitors niya. Okay? So, yung kanina sarili niya, no, sa EFE. Ngayon, yung CPM naman, yung competitors niya naman ang wini-weigh niya. Okay? So, kinukuha niya yung mga success factors ng mga competitors niya. So, ina-identify niya competitors 1, 2, and 3. Tapos, i-scorean din niya. So, dapat overall way na itong success factors, ito, magka-come up sila yung mga success factors na nakikita nila ng mga competitors. Tapos, i-weigh nila ulit. Dapat ang total niyan is 1. Okay? I-rate nila ulit. Ito yung rate naman. Ito yung rating basis, no? So, 4 yung pinakamataas. So, ito yung yung major strength nila 4. Tapos, pag 3, minor strength na lang nila yon. Okay? Tapos, pag 2, ibig sabihin, pag 2 naman, minor weakness naman yon. Pag 1 naman, major weakness na yon. Yan, that's how they rate yung CPM. No? Kunyari, itong example, itong innovation, pagdating sa company A, 4 sila. Ibig sabihin, yan yung strength nila. No? So, ibig sabihin, itong brand name, 1 sila. Ito yung major weakness ng company A. Okay? So, same procedure din, no? They multiply yung weight nila, tsaka yung rating nila, tapos makukuha yung weighted score. From this weighted score, makukuha nila yung total average weighted score nila. Ibig sabihin, tingnan nyo, pag nakuha nila dyan, ibig sabihin, ma-identify nila kung sino yung pinaka mataas yung rate ng kanilang competitor. Kunyari, ito yung pinakamataas. Itong, sabihin natin, competitor 1. So, ito yung pinaka magiging yung top 1 competitor nila. Yan. And from that, they could come up with another strategy, no? Out of this. Paano ba nila matatalo yung pinaka-top competitor nila? Ganyan. Okay? So, I have here another example of CPM, no? Yan. So, in-identify na niya kung sino yung mga kalaban niya. Tapos, in-identify niya mga critical success factors ng mga kalaban niya. Kinompute din niya. Yan. So, that's it for our lesson 2. Okay? So, thank you for listening.